Hi everyone.
Hi.
Today we are making flavoured butters. They are such a simple way to add flavour and fat to a protein like steak or chicken.
Fish, even veggies, even scrambled eggs, anything really. And we have 3 variations that we're making here today, and they're super quick and easy to make, and you can store them in the fridge or even freeze them, and they're just great to have on hand.
Yeah, just for when, you can't get your head around what flavour you're going to be using on whatever.
Yes.
Or if you're like, oh, this broccoli's so boring, just chuck some of this on there and...
So we're going to do so we've got 3 lots here. So we've just got our butter, and it has been sitting out to soften because that's going to make it easier to kind of blend it together. So we've got some rosemary, chopped fresh rosemary, and roasted garlic. I really like using roasted garlic in this because it kind of can take away a bit of the harshness of garlic.
The real bitterness.
Yes, and it's very easy to roast garlic. You just, I'll pop a link in the description below that has directions, but I just basically cut the kind of top off, put a little bit of oil, and then I wrapped it in foil, the whole bulb, and then pop it in the oven for 40 minutes to an hour, and then when it comes out, it just squeezes out like it's like a paste almost.
And you just leave the the skin and all that on.
Yeah, and you just
put it in there
squeeze
like that.
the garlic out, so you can see there's some of it there. So that's the first one. So that one will probably be good with like steak or like roasted veggies. It's a bit more
strong.
Yeah, bolder sort of. And then we have this one, which is like a lemon and herb, which will be really fresh and tasty. I think it would be great with fish or seafood of any kind, or like green veggies. So that one's really yummy. And then the last one, we have got some smoked paprika, some fresh coriander leaves, and some jalapenos. So I think this would be really nice with chicken or steak.
Mexican style.
Kind of, yes. Yeah. So let's start with this one. So they're about 125 grams of softened butter, but I mean, it doesn't have to be precise either. Yeah. And then I've got 2 cloves of my roasted garlic, and then a teaspoon of the fresh rosemary out of the garden. And I'm just going to pretty much mash it all together. There's not really any skill required with this one. You just want to make sure that the ingredients are all dispersed through the butter. The great thing about this, like making a flavoured butter as well, is that you can use anything you like. Like if you don't like garlic or rosemary, you certainly don't have to use those. This is just some combinations that we like together. But you could use any kind of fresh herbs that you might have that, you don't want them to go bad. It's a great way of using up, and I mean, you could even use like olives or Parmesan cheese. You could really get creative with your flavour combinations.
Truffles.
Ooh, fancy.
Well, you see the truffle butter.
Okay, so that looks pretty well dispersed. So I'm just going to set that one aside, and we'll work on the next one. We are going to do a taste test of them all, and then I'll show you at the end probably how I normally would store them. So this one again is 125 grams of butter, and then there's a tablespoon of fresh chives and a tablespoon of fresh chopped parsley, and then the zest of 1 lemon. So you just want just the yellow part, you don't want the kind of white pithy part. We love our microplane if you've watched any of our videos before. So microplane is great for zesting lemons. This one smells so good already. You could also use like the zest of other citrus fruit, like you could do a chili and lime, something like that would be nice. And our last flavours is 125 grams of butter. I've used salted butter as well, so I don't add salt to the recipes, but we've got a tablespoon of chopped fresh coriander, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, and then I've got some pickled jalapenos there, and I guess that would probably be to suit your taste because
How spicy
they
you
are.
like it.
Yeah, exactly. And you could then add, like, if you like it really spicy, you could add like chili powders or other chopped chilies. But as we know, Dan doesn't like it too spicy.
Also, the pickled jalapenos are going to work better in this than like a raw jalapeno. Because I don't know, the texture is just going to be nicer with the pickled ones.
Okay, so that one's coming together now. So we just want to make sure there's not any
Lumps of paprika.
or lumps of plain butter. So we've got our 3 butters here. Now you could use them in 2 ways, I guess. Like, well, that's how I would either use them just to top on something. So like if I had some steamed veggies I just wanted to give a bit of flavour to, I'd pop a dollop on top, or a steak or something like that. Or you could also use it as kind of when you're starting your meal. So if you were scrambling some eggs, you could pop a dollop of this in the pan, like kind of as you would use your normal fat, but you're just getting that more flavour in there. So we've got, Dan's going to give all 3 a try. So we've got just some chicken here that we've grilled up.
Yes, I'm not just going to...
You're not just going to go straight
No.
hardcore on the butter. So you're going to
we
start
go with
with
this one
roasted
first. I don't
garlic.
need much.
No, it's a small bit of chicken. Roasted garlic and rosemary. Melt it down a bit.
Oh, the roasted garlic is worth roasting it.
Yeah.
Just adds almost like a sweetness.
It's just, I don't find it as kind of in your face as fresh garlic. And it's funny because I was looking at this one compared to the other 2, like it doesn't look as full
You
of
still
flavour.
get the rosemary though. Yeah, but the garlic doesn't have any colour. So.
Yeah, that's true. And because the rosemary is quite a strong herb, you don't need too much of it. Okay, so let's have a
Not
go
much.
of the lemon, fresh lemon and herb. There you go. This one would be my favourite, I think. I love the flavour, like I love fresh chives and parsley, those type of flavours.
It's a really great way of adding flavour to plain chicken breast, that's for sure.
This one would be really nice just with a piece of grilled fish. It would really like jazz it up.
It would be great on grilled fish.
Or you could use it like cook your prawns in it. That would be delicious
I
as
did
well.
think
Or
that.
like scallops or something.
That one's my favourite so far. The lemon adds a real freshness. Like it really kind of hits your palate. And the herbs just kind of sit there. Sounds ridiculous, but the lemon, I would say the lemon is the key to that one.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's go.
Don't go too hard.
A little spicy.
She's going to kill me with the jalapenos here.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
You'll be right. You can do it.
Actually, I think I might like that one the best.
I thought you would actually. I was surprised when you said you like the lemon one.
I like that one, especially on the chicken. I would say Erica's probably right. That would be the best on chicken, that would be the best on fish, and this would probably be the best on steak.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I don't know. That's delicious.
This one's your favourite one?
Yeah. Yum.
As far as storing them, because we've put fresh things into the butter, it's not going to keep as long as a regular butter would. Like, it will be fine in the fridge for a week or 2 if you're going to use it up that quickly. What we normally do is keep it in the freezer, and we just like wrap it in Glad wrap to make it into like a log, and then you can just slice off bits as you need it. So I'll just show you quickly how we do that. So I've just got my piece of Glad wrap or plastic wrap. I think Glad wrap's like a
brand,
isn't it? So we're just kind of going to make like a cylinder of butter down the middle. I'm going to make sure we get it all, and then just use the Glad wrap to kind of shape it to how you want it.
That's going to help seal it in. Is that right?
Yeah, and then you can kind of go like that until you end up with a little roll. You could even like write on it, lemon and herb, put the date or something, and then when you want to use it, you can just grab it out. I mean, you could just cut through the plastic and then peel it off, or you could just unwrap it because it'll be a solid log and just slice off as much as you need, and that's a good way of kind of making sure that you use it all without it going bad.
So this is a great way of adding flavour to protein and vegetables. Give it a go. Store it in the fridge or freezer like Erica said. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you have, give us a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.